What is up, guys? My name's Dante, and thank you very much for watching another video. We have a very exciting episode. We're finally getting some Pioneer gameplay action for you guys, and today we are presenting one of the top decks in Pioneer. We're presenting Lotus-Breach, being piloted by Baxter over here on the Dark Ascension playmat, and then we have Nathan back again playing some Golgari mid-range. Both players have 7 cards, and who's on the play?
Baxter.
Baxter is going to be on the play, so without wasting any more time, let's get right into it.
Alright, so opening up, we always have to start with the classic tap land go. I will scry, and that looks like a reasonable card. I'll keep that on top.
I will draw. Let's start with Forest and Llanowar Elves.
Alright, going back to me, I will untap, play a Botanical Sanctum, and I'm just kind of looking for the answers to win this game, so I'll start with a strategic planning. Pass to you.
Untap. I'm going to draw. Play an Arch of Orazca, tap 3, play a Wayward Swordtooth, 3 mana 5/5, ascend. I can play an additional land on each of my turns, and it can't attack or block unless I have the City's Blessing. My second land drop for turn is going to be an Evolving Wilds. And I'm going to pass the turn.
Alright. I'll go ahead and draw a card. And we're not really hitting exactly what we need yet, so we will just do a simple cycle to draw a card. And that is actually pretty good. So we will play a tap land pass.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to crack this Evolving Wilds. Go get this Swamp.
Using the best fetches ever printed.
Oh yeah, of course. Evolving Wilds that's some quality tech right there.
Yeah.
Just... Would you like to cut?
No. Absolutely not.
Untap. I'm going to draw. Let's play... I'm going to shock in this Overgrown Tomb. That's my first land drop for turn. I'm going to tap 5 for a Commander staple, not seen in many other formats. I'm going to play a Gitrog monster. 5 mana, 6/6 Death Touch. At the beginning of my upkeep, sacrifice the Gitrog monster unless I sacrifice a land. I may play an additional land on each of my turns, so I've got 2 more land drops left this turn. Whenever 1 or more land cards are put into my graveyard from anywhere, draw a card. For my second land drop, I'm going to play this Fabled Passage. I'm going to crack this Fabled Passage, trigger Gitrog monster, I'm going to draw a card. Fabled Passage, I'm gonna go get a Forest.
And what's Ascension count right now?
Ascend count is 8 permanents.
Cool.
I'm gonna go get that Forest. I've got 1 land drop left. And I'm gonna do nothing with it, and I'm gonna pass the turn.
Awesome. Alright. So I will untap, draw a card. Hitting the glorious spells. So I'm going to start off with a classic Sylvan Scrying to go find the namesake of this deck, Lotus. Lotus Field right there.
Lotus Field goes to hand. So I have a sneaking suspicion that'll be the land played for turn.
The real question is, how much more can I do this turn? Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but I think we have it next turn.
Oh.
So Lotus Field will come in, I will sacrifice 2 lands,
Yep.
and I will pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. I have a Gitrog monster trigger. I will sacrifice this Arch of Orazca, trigger Gitrog monster, draw a card. I will move to my draw step, and I will draw a card. I'm going to start the turn by tapping 3, playing this Courser of Krufix. Courser of Krufix, 3 mana, 2/4 enchantment creature. Play with the top card of my library revealed. You may play the top card of your library if it's a land card. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, I gain 1 life. Reveal that. It is a Fatal Push. I will... Permanent count is still at 8. I'll play land for turn. tap 3 and play another Wayward Swordtooth. That brings me to 10 permanents. I am ascended. We'll put that right above the creatures right there.
Can probably keep that near the health, actually.
Oh, yes. That way it doesn't look like it's on your mat.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being ascended.
All right, I'm gonna move to combat. I am now blessed, so I'm gonna attack with this 5/5 and 6/6.
Putting me down to 9 health with a massive slap.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna pass the turn.
Alright, so basically we either win this turn or lose this next turn. So let's start off with 4 blue. Now we will actually, let's make this 3 blue and 1 green.
All right.
We will cast an Adventurous Impulse. So look at the top 3.
Yep.
We're gonna take this Thespian Stage.
That's a pretty good one, for sure.
It's definitely solid. We will go down to 1 blue to cast Hidden Strings.
Yep.
Untapping these 2 permanents. We will play Thespian Stage. We will go down to...
Or so go up to 4 and then go down to 2 to copy it.
Yep.
Okay.
Go into 2 blue, floating right now. And now I have 2 Lotus fields. So we will Hidden Strings again.
Yep.
Untapping 2 permanents.
Going down to none.
And then we will go up to 6.
All right. 6 blue or 3?
6 blue.
Okay.
And we will go down to 1 blue, casting Pour Over the Pages.
Okay.
So we will draw 3. And untap 2, and then discard 1.
Yep.
We will discard redundant cards of Underworld Breach.
Ooh, that means he's definitely already got one.
We will add 3 red
Okay.
and cast Underworld Breach.
All right. With Underworld Breach on the stack, let me do some thinking really quick.
Sure thing.
As a mid-range deck playing against combo, I've definitely got some useless cards in my deck like this Fatal Push. Underworld Breach resolves.
Cool. You have no mana up, right?
I have no mana up.
Sweet. Alright, so with 2 mana floating, I have to be smart about how much I spend. So I'm going to go up to 4 blue
Yeah.
and cast... I don't know if I need more cards in my hand right this second, so I'm going to just start with Hidden Strings to
Okay.
try not to lose too much mana.
All right. Using all blue, I imagine.
Yes.
Okay.
We will exile these cards.
Okay.
And untapping 2 things,
Yep.
adding 6 more blue,
Okay.
and then we will use 4 of it to send Fave Wishes out on a journey.
There it is. And with that play, I'm going to say that's enough for this game. I know what happens here. You can find a Tome Scour, I believe, is the pick, which will allow you to repeatedly mill your deck with Underworld Breach. Yep, there it is. Okay, we can go to game 2.
Awesome, guys. Well, if you enjoyed that game, please leave a like. We're going to see you in a moment for some sideboard action. We apologize for a little bit of noise in the background. There is some work going on in the shop, but we will bring you some sideboard action before we get into game 2. All right. All right, we are back for some sideboard explanations. As you can tell just from a quick glance, there are a few more explanations on Nathan's side of the board. So Nathan, why don't you start off and explain what you got going on over here?
Yeah, so I am bringing in 11 cards. I'm bringing in 4 Thoughtseize, 3 Leyline of the Void, 2 Damping Sphere, and 2 Scavenging Ooze. Lotus-Breach it technically can win without the graveyard, but it is certainly a lot slower. So Damping Sphere stops the lands from tapping for 3 mana. Scavenging Ooze and Leyline of the Void, really good graveyard hate, and Scavenging Ooze has a body. And 4 Thoughtseize, just taking out those Hidden Strings, Granteds, Underworld Breach, those key cards that help him win the game. And I'm bringing out 4 Fatal Push. He has a total of, I think, 5 creatures, maybe, and it doesn't stop that Thassa's Oracle trigger. And I'm just bringing out all of my slow cards. Like, I'm probably not going to get to Ulamog, Gitrog Monster, same story. Courser, Krufix, Little Nissa, and Ramunap Excavator are all for the late game control matchups.
Alright, and over here on Breach side, we have a wish board, so I mean, like, we can already just even leave these in if we really wanted to, but I need to be able to answer turn 1 Leyline as quick as possible. If it comes up that I hit a Wish card instead of these two. I have 2 more of these exact cards in the sideboard still, just in case. So I technically have 4 copies or more of this card. And these are just kind of not really doing enough in the matchup just because his cards come back really quickly and they still hit really hard. I'm just giving him value with blink of an eye, really. So I will say that this is good enough for me.
Awesome, guys. Well, we will see you in game 2. All right, guys, we are back for game 3. We have Nathan on the play with a full grip.
Yep.
And Baxter, you have...
I have 6. I had to mold down because this is a really hard deck to beat when he gets 11 cards in there.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. All right, well, let's see how it goes.
All right, I have a pregame effect. Leyline of the Void.
all right.
Now I will move to my main phase. Just play this forest and pass turn.
All right, I will go to draw. Now, I'm going to be pretty slow off the bat here because I just want to make sure I know what I am dealing with. So I'm just going to go tap land, go.
All right, I will draw. Play this Arch of Orazka. Play this Sylvan Advocate and a pass a turn.
All right, so he has a little bit of damage on the field. I'm not too worried yet, so I'm just going to strategic planning. This gets exiled. We'll look at the top 3. I think I want this one, and these will be exiled. Go ahead.
Untap. I'm going to draw. I'm going to move to combat. Attack for 2.
All right, I will take the 2.
Going to play this Drownyard Temple. Play this Tireless Tracker. Pass the turn.
Awesome. So I will untap, draw a card. Okay, so I'm going to start off by natural stating this Leyline of the Void.
Natural state is CMC 3 or less, I believe.
Oh shoot, you are right.
Yeah.
That can be an issue currently. So that means I have to still just slow play this. And because of that, I'm just going to play a blocker and a land and pass.
All right. Untap. I'm going to draw. Let's play Hissing Quagmire for land for turn. Trigger Tireless Tracker. I'm going to get a clue. And I'm going to move to combat. Attack for 5.
Okay. For 5?
Yep. 3/2 and a 2/3.
Oh. Did not see you were presenting that. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's Vigilance. A little confusing for sure.
So currently, I just need to try to stave the life total. So I'll go ahead and block here and hope he doesn't have combat tricks.
Alright, well, before damage, it's not per se a combat trick, but I'm going to stack this clue. Give the tracker a counter. I'm going to draw a card. And go to damage. You take 4.
Yep, I will go to 14.
Now I'm going to play this Deathrite Shaman and pass a turn.
Okay, so I'm going to untap draw. Ooh, I am not getting good hits yet. So you are at 4 lands. Sylvan Advocate gets big at 7?
6 lands.
6 lands. So
Six lands, Sylvan Advocate, and land creatures I control get +2/+2.
all right. In that case, we're gonna go up to 4 lands and Fave Wishes on an adventure.
Okay.
Now there's not much I have going on yet, so I will. Ooh, this is a tough one.
Yeah, I'm sure Granted can find you a number of board wipes.
Unfortunately, I don't have the mana yet to start using them.
Yeah, mid-range and combo matchups, Modern and Legacy definitely show this pretty well, but pre-game normally the combo matchup kind of takes the cake 90% of the time, and then mid-range gets to bring in huge sideboard plans, 11, 12 cards, and then it gets to stabilize it quite a bit more.
I am kind of relying on drawing a Lotus field, and I will take this Anger the Gods and pass the turn.
Alright, untap. I'm going to draw. I'm gonna play this Fabled Passage, trigger Tireless Tracker. I'm gonna get a clue. I will. I'm gonna crack this Fabled Passage right now. Get a forest. I'm gonna get a second clue. Forest enters untapped off Fabled Passage because we got 4 more lands. And I'm also going to main phase sacrifice one of my clues. Put a counter on that tracker, draw a card. Alrighty, I'll move to combat. Attack for 5.
Alright. I will just block here again.
No, I'm only attacking with tracker,
okay.
Sorry.
In that case, I will sacrifice the Fae.
Alright, just shoving the Fae under there. You've got that Anger of the Gods. If you draw a Lotus Field, Tireless Tracker's safe regardless. Alright, that's fine. I won't crack the clue. And pass the turn.
Alright. Praying for the deck here. Oh!
Oh, well that's not good. Something tells me that was either a Lotus Field or a way to find it.
Alright, so we have to be as strong as possible coming off the deck here. Because of which, we're gonna float blue-green and cast Fae of Wishes.
Blue-green or blue colorless?
Blue colorless.
Okay.
And
Fae of Wishes as a creature, alright.
we will take 1 damage off of this for double blue
Okay.
and cast Thassa's Oracle.
Oh.
Getting Devotion 3. I will scry top 3. Or, well, not scry.
Yeah. Thassa's Oracle, not many people know it as a blocker. What the real text of this is, when it enters the battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is your devotion to blue. Put 1 on top of your library and the rest on the bottom of your library. If X is greater than or equal to the number of cards in your library, you win the game. Theros definitely came out with some wordy cards, that's for sure.
Alright, now I have the choice between 2 different forms of untap, and I have to decide which one is better for me, and I think that is the one. So these go to the bottom. Alright. And then I will play my land for turn, sacrificing these 2 Yavimaya Coasts.
He did draw the Lotus Field, or maybe not.
And I will pass to you.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to crack this clue. Put another counter, draw a card. Now I'll move to my turn, untap, draw a card. Start the turn by... Ooh, I can do a lot. Yeah, okay, I'm going to start the turn by playing Immutable Vault. Trigger Tireless Tracker, I'm going to get a clue. Tap Forest, Drown Yard Temple, and Arch of Arazka. And I'm going to play a Wayward Swordtooth. I've got 12 permanents.
Enough permanents.
Yeah, enough permanents for the city's blessing, that's for sure. We can put that right there. Then that means I have a second land drop as well. I'm going to play Evolving Wilds. That's a good second land drop. Trigger Tireless Tracker, I'm going to get a clue. I'm going to crack Evolving Wilds, getting a forest and getting a third clue.
His Sylvan Advocate is also very big now.
Yep, Sylvan Advocate and any land creatures I control, such as Mutavault and Hissing Quagmire, will be +2/+2. Mutavault just came out this turn, so that's not too big of a threat for you. I will move to combat. Attack with a 4/5 Vigilant Sylvan Advocate and a 6/5 Tireless Tracker.
Now I just kind of have to throw these creatures away. They did their job for now.
Yep. And now let's play a 2-mana 4/5 Sylvan Advocate. Pass the turn.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna do some funky things that may or may not save me. All right, so I am just going to pass for now.
Okay. Certainly wasn't expecting that. I'll give you that one. At the end of your turn, I'm going to exile this Evolving Wilds from my graveyard. Tap this Hissing Quagmire to crack a clue, draw a card, put a counter on the Tireless Tracker. Move to my turn. Untap. Draw. Let's tap for a black mana and cast Thoughtseize, targeting you. Target player reveals his or her hand. I choose a non-land card. You discard that card, and I lose 2 life.
Okay, so let's see if I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to tap this for 3 black.
3 black. Okay.
Yes. I'm going to copy Hissing Quagmire.
Okay.
1 black floating.
Okay.
I'm going to do blue, cast Vizier of Tumbling Sands.
You mean cycle?
Cycle.
Okay.
Untapping my Hissing Quagmire.
Yes.
And I still have 1 black floating.
Yes.
And draw a card. And sadly, I did not get anything that can stop this onslaught coming at me, so I will give the win to you.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're going to see you for a 3rd game. It can be hard to win if somebody puts 11 cards from their sideboard, but that's what the deck was supposed to do. Is that right, Nathan?
Exactly.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. All right, guys, we are back for the 3rd game. Will Lotus-Breach be able to pull it off? Well, let's see. I think, Baxter, you're on the play with 7 cards.
Yep, I am.
Nathan on the draw with 7.
Yep.
All right, let's get started.
I've got pre-game effects.
Unfortunately.
Leyline of the Void.
Oh.
Proceed.
Oh, joy. Well, I'm going to go tap land, scry, and I do not need more lands in this hand, so I'm going to put this in bottom pass.
All right. Draw. Let's play Hissing Quagmire tapped. Pass the turn.
Awesome. Okay. We will go ahead and just play another tap land and say go to you.
Untap. I'm going to draw. Let's play a forest. Tap a forest for a Deathrite Shaman. Tap a Hissing Quagmire for a Deathrite Shaman. And I'm going to pass a turn.
Now those are both great creatures against me, so I'll untap draw.
Yeah, great creatures if that ley line goes away for sure.
Alright. So now I can either have the choice of stacking mana or trying to do a little something explosive now, and it might be worth it considering next turn he hits the 3 mana mark where he can play a lot of his more overwhelming creatures. So we will go ahead and try to do something. Alright, so we're going to do double blue, Lotus Field, sacking 2 lands.
Okay.
We will cycle Vizier of the Tumbling.
Yep.
Drawing a card. Okay, so now we're going to go 3 blue.
Mm-hmm.
Cycle Vizier,
Yes.
going down to 1 blue. Drawing a card. Going that may actually change things, but the likelihood that he will draw Thoughtseize is not impossible. So let me do some math here. So that'd be 4.
Yeah, Baxter definitely knows I don't have a Thoughtseize in my hand because I'm definitely snapping that off if I have a black source this early on against a combo deck.
All right. I can do something pretty solid this turn. Okay, so we will go ahead and go up in blue, untap with Hidden Strings,
Okay.
go up in red for
Okay.
3, and
Hidden Strings is exiled.
Hidden Strings is very exiled. Then we will go down 1 and 1
Okay.
to cast Hidden Strings,
Okay.
exiling that. Go up in blue to 4. Actually,
That Lotus-Field's untapped then.
yeah. That may actually be fine. Okay, so we'll go up to 4.
Mhm.
Go down to 0 blue, Fey Wishes.
Okay.
Oh. Different exile.
Yes, granted. Honored Adventure.
So, I may have done the mana kind of wrong, but I think I can still do something with this.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm doing the math over here. You've made your land drop this turn, I believe, correct? That was your Lotus Field land drop?
Yes.
And he doesn't have any blue left. Breach doesn't do anything.
So I should have tapped this for blue so I could recast Fey of Wishes.
Oh, okay.
Do you mind if I take that back then?
Sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this would have been blue mana.
Yeah. Well, yeah, even so, just tapping differently, you could just use a red mana in place. It's totally fine. We just want to see the deck at its optimum play.
Alright, so I'm gonna just go for big mana spells that can win the game on their own.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna use the 2 blue to put in Fey of Wishes as a way to block damage and possibly come back.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw. I'm going to play this forest. And play this Tireless Tracker.
Yep.
And I'm going to attack with 2 of my 1/2s. He's got a free block, but getting a ping in there doesn't hurt anybody. Pass the turn.
Alright. Let us get good and lucky. Alright. So I can go ahead and go up to... Alright. So I'm going to float 3. Use 2 of it
Blue or...
for
Oh, okay.
Sylvan
Green.
Scrying.
Okay.
Gonna get a Thespian Stage
Okay.
to hand. Play Sheltered Thicket for turn.
Okay.
And the reason I did that is I do not want Sylvan Scrying leaving my hand. It's a lot harder to remove lands. And
Yeah.
then I will pass to you.
I will untap. Draw. Well, that's a bit unlucky, I do have to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna move to combat. Attack for 5.
And I will just take the free block again and take 4.
Yep.
Going down to 15.
And second main phase, I'm gonna play another Tireless Tracker and pass the turn.
No land. That helps me out quite a bit.
Yes. I'm definitely kind of like a green... I'm definitely Golgari mid-range, but I'm also a little bit of lands matters, that I'm sure you can tell a little bit. So missing a land drop doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's painful.
Okay, so I do need to draw the right cards for me to do what I want to do. So I'm going to try to do a strategic planning.
All right.
Top 3. Underworld Breach looks pretty useless this game. Thespian Stage. And we will go ahead and copy a Thespian Stage into a Lotus Field, passing the turn.
I will untap.
He still has an opportunity to go
Draw.
off with the lands.
I will play a land.
Getting a clue.
Yep, getting 2 clues. I've got 2 tireless trackers, 2 clues, double the value. Now I will move to combat, attacking for 8 total.
Alright, so unfortunately I'm going to block one of the smaller guys.
Okay, and before damage, I'm going to actually just crack both of my clues, drawing 2 cards and putting 2 counters on my tireless trackers, so it'll be a total of 11 damage.
Yep.
Put.
Going down to 4.
I draw my 2 cards, and I will pass the turn.
Okay. So now I have to play the control deck and hopefully win by doing so.
A control deck with a bunch of Black Lotus lands certainly isn't a bad place to be, that's for sure.
Quite. Alright, so now I have to see if I have enough mana to do everything I want to do this turn. Because I don't want Fae of Wishes to die from Chandra.
Chandra deals 3 damage to each non-elemental, I believe.
Yeah, but I can also minus exit for 4.
Oh, okay.
So if I do blue-red, and then go down, discard 2 cards.
Yes, discard 2 cards.
Well, I can discard Unravel the Aether and Hidden Strings,
Okay.
and then put this back in my hand, go up to 6 mana,
Yeah.
and then cast Chandra.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to minus 4 to wipe the field.
So her minus X is deals X damage to one target,
To 1 target.
whether it's target creature or planeswalker.
Then in that case, there was no way I was coming back from this.
Yep.
But I would be able to pop off one of those and still lose the game, but couldn't be helped. He has a lot of aggro in his plan against this deck.
Yep. All right, and that'll do it.
All right, guys. Well, that was game 3. Lotus-Breach could not make it through the huge side deck that Nathan threw in there. So if you liked the Pioneer matchup and you like Pioneer in general, just give the video a like, and we'll be sure to bring some more matchup to you guys. But for now, we'll see you next time.